What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here I discuss crypto, DeFi, and passive income. It should go without saying that I'm not a financial advisor. You got to do your own research. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Today, we're definitely going to talk about drip. I had a question that came at me recently. It said, are you married to just one project? I was like, yeah, I'm married to drip. Head over heels in love with her. But am I faithful to her? Hell no. I got mistresses on the side left and right. Is that wrong? I don't know. Some of you may have an opinion. I don't give a shit. The bulk of my DeFi portfolio is in drip. The project that I have the most conviction about is drip. The developer that I like the most is Forex. Do I cover other projects on this channel? Yes. But here's a big one. Will I take money from other projects to promote on this channel? Man, yeah. What do y'all think I am, a communist? I don't like to make money? It's gotta be a good project though. We get hit up all the time. As YouTubers, we get hit up all the time to cover other projects. 95% of the time, the projects are dog shit. At least I think that they are. And to me, it's not worth it to just take money just to promote some dog shit, project. Now, are some of the other projects other than drip that I promote on here going to eventually rug or scam or turn out to be complete duds? I have no idea. I mean, I do the best that I can to try and find projects that I think have the chance to at least get an ROI on, at least get your initial out and then maybe make some profit. I try not to over diversify too much because I think, you can just end up making small amounts. I do believe you should find a few and just go heavy in. So on that, let's take a quick look at some of my mistresses. We got Furio here. Let's see here. It's down like a lot of them are. Definitely saw, a lot of profit taking. When we had that pump up to 20. It's come down quite a bit. We saw some big buys come in, and now it is continuing to come down. I do think we're gonna find a bottom. I'd be surprised if it goes lower than $7, but I'm not really sure. Actually, wait, let me see something here. I mean, it's come back 60%. Yeah, I mean, it could go a little lower sometimes. These types of, these types of projects, man, they can be pretty volatile, and then you can see some huge run-ups and some huge pullbacks. That's just the nature of DeFi. But I still think that this is a great team. They got a lot coming up in the pipeline. Their roadmap is pretty extensive, and I think we're going to start hearing more announcements coming out soon. I do know that there are people that I communicate with, that have been buying. I'm talking about making, good sized purchases. And these are people that I know, got in here, and they're DCAing even more, in this area. So I think this has definitely still got a lot of potential and a lot more in the pipeline. Cairo, we saw, let's see. Cairo, we're in a bit of a pullback here, 16%. It's come down in a very short period of time. What do we got? We got a little green coming in here, a little green volume. When I say I like about it, I'm not talking about like, oh, it's gonna last forever. I have no idea, okay? Drip is like one of the few projects that I'm really, really certain, all right, that we got quite a bit more time left in drip to make money. But these newer projects, we don't know. They don't have the longevity that drip has. Drip's got well over a year of just paying 1%, all the buttons working in the faucet. I get that the animal farm's been paused, but if we just separate and just talk about drip and the faucet, that has been standing this test of time. So these other ones, who knows what is going to happen? What I can say is the tokenomics of Cairo, I'm gonna do another video on it. It's really impressive what could potentially happen. That if they get this thing, if they do what they're trying to do with this, the Cairo token, where is that? This price is like laughable at how low it is if they pull off what they're saying they're going to pull off. So more will come from that. Obviously, stake I've been big at. There's been some big selling. Waiting to hear back from the developers. I know that they have a lottery that's going to be launched soon, which will obviously provide additional utility. And then I think tomorrow they're doing a contest, and I've been waiting to hear back on the details. Anyone buys on the main, let's see here, anyone buys on their swap page over here tomorrow, and I forget if there's a minimum amount, but you have a chance to win, potentially win 1,000 stake. So they're trying to kind of get this jump started again, because this has seen a lot of selling. You know, this thing had a nice rip in the beginning. We got up to, you know, almost 15, and it's pulled back quite a bit. Really didn't think it was going to pull back this far. So it'll be interesting to see what they got coming in the pipeline, because they need to get some more volume in here. You know, you can see over here, it's had a lot of interest. You got to get some more interest in here. We got to get some more announcements. And I know that they got stuff in the works, and you know, this could potentially be a steal in terms of at these price levels. So keep an eye on these. But enough about the mistresses. Do I want to talk about Seifu? No, I'll do another video on that. Enough about the mistresses. Gotta talk about Drip. Man, I'm so like proud of Drip. This weekend, look at this. This is the main DEX. Weekends have typically been the time where we see a lot of sell-offs. It's been typical pretty much for crypto markets that you see selling on the weekends. I know we had a strong week last week in the stock market. It will be interesting to see what happens this coming week. I am wondering if we're going to see a bit of a pullback in the stock market, which could then potentially lead to a pullback in the crypto market. But I do think we're going to get to a point where Drip will be decoupled from Bitcoin and the rest of it, just with all the stuff that's in the pipeline and what's about to happen. But look at this. Man, this is great. You usually see, I mean, it's holding up well. Did it touch 9? I think it touched 9. Maybe it didn't. 903 right here. Look at that. I want to back up. I want a 9. I think we're going to have 10. I think we're going to have 10 pretty soon, folks. That will be an exciting day when we get back up to double digits. Something I wanted to quickly just bring up. So this is what's called the psychology of market cycles. This is something that I covered, and I know several other YouTubers have covered in previous videos, you know, several months ago, when we were having a lot of selling just across all the crypto markets, especially DeFi, especially Drip. So I know some of you remember this, but this is the, you know, the chart that they have, the feelings appearing as the market fluctuates. You know, right? Optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria when we get up here, a little complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, right? Anger, depression, and then it starts going back up again. Disbelief, which is right here, right? And then we have hope, and then it goes back up again, right? So this is the psychology of the markets. Now, what I thought was interesting, and I've done this before, but it's continuing to sort of hold up, and that is this. Here's the Drip chart. Market psychology chart as an example. Top, lower top, top, lower top. I mean, look at that, man. Like, ding, ding. It's like, and wouldn't you guys, you know, aren't some of you experiencing right around here this depression? Be honest now. Look, as fired up as I can get, like on my channel, I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say that there were days that it's just kind of like, oh, when are we gonna get out of this? Is it over? Is it, you know? But we are starting to see some change happening, as we've gone over many times. Part of that is a drawing of mine, by the way, too. Okay, which so far it seems to be following. We're seeing a little bit of a change. Would love for this to break this previous high. Could this be where we're at? We're getting ready to go again? I think that with everything that's about to unfold, all the announcements, the excitement that's been building, even other large YouTubers that are starting to cover the project again, that's what you want to see. Definitely think there's a lot of great price entries going on right now. How long they're going to be at this level, I'm not sure. I do anticipate that there's still some more bleeding that's going to happen in the market, but that may take time, right? We may see actually a push this month, and it might get actually pretty bullish. We're already seeing a nice little uptick today. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. I do want to quickly take just real quick a peek at something. So we come over to the Bitcoin chart. Now, I mean, I could see this. You know, I've been saying that I really thought there was going to be a rally that we could potentially see. You know, 25 breaks that, 28. You know, and some are even saying it could get up to 30. I think that that's possible. I do think that the stock market got a little frothy last week, and I think there's going to be a little bit of some correction. And I don't think Bitcoin's going to go up if the stock market is going lower. You know, we could see something like this, maybe comes back down, comes up here and breaks this here. You know, whether it moves up to this side, I'm not sure. I am expecting then eventually we see it come and it makes that final capitulation down to, you know, I have like 13, 12, 13, somewhere in here, right? And then before we find the bottom, you know, does that look like completely unrealistic? I mean, it's following kind of what it's been doing here, you know. So when this does happen, or if this happens, just be prepared, because everything is going to go like crazy. DeFi is going to look, it'll be interesting to see what holds up during that time, if that actually happens. I don't know when that will be, and it might not be till September, October. I think we could have some continued bullishness over the next few weeks, maybe even see that pump up to 28K, but who really knows, right? This is just me. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an expert. You got to do what's best for you. These are just some of the things that I'm looking at, some of the predictions and opinions that I have. You know, I certainly don't want to get too deep in the rabbit hole of price predictions, because especially with crypto, like anything is possible. Technical analysis is such a small part. There's fundamentals, there's all kinds of stuff. Elon Musk could send a tweet, and in one tweet we could see a 50% move in either direction. You know what I mean? Like it's comical almost. Anyway, folks, that's it. Please, again, if you have not subscribed yet to the channel, if you could hit that subscribe button. If you got anything, please like the video, and of course, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the market psychology graph that I showed you, and if you think we are getting ready to come out of the depression phase with Drip. Leave that down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.